let's see if we can backfill some of my July pages in my hobonichi cousin. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tori and I have been really slacking on all of my daily journaling. If you watched my June hobonichi flip through, you will know that June was just a terrible month for me. Unfortunately, some of that terribleness has also come into July as well, though it has been significantly better than June was. It's still not been the best. So I have just been focusing on reducing my stress levels, reducing my unhappiness levels. I've been focusing more on that than actually coming into my journal and journaling. And I've got quite a lot of stuff that I have basically been slacking on. I don't want to call it slacking because I made the choice to do it. So it's not that I was slacking, I guess. But I also want to come back in and maybe try and fill up some of these pages. Let's see. So for my July, I quite literally just stopped tracking any of the health and hobby items on this tracker in here on the 16th. Tuesday the 15th was the last time I added anything here. I do have reading and my long-acting insulin on my weeklies that I could reference back to, but I'm not sure I even want to try and do all that. I could, but it would just be 2 pieces of data that I would be adding. And I think I would rather just leave it alone. I'm not going to do anything with the empty space for right now, just because I might change my mind. So my Lantis, I will fill in for yesterday. I did take my Lantis yesterday. I'm completely out of vitamins, so the last day I took vitamins was the 1st of July. So whoops, I probably need to get some more vitamins. I did read yesterday as well. I did not do any journaling yesterday. I did not move at all yesterday. I sat on the couch all day. I didn't do anything else. I did get fabric delivered yesterday. Does that count as something sewing related? No, because I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything with the fabric. You know what? Let me show you the fabric that I got delivered because it's gorgeous. I have no idea how many people that watch my channel also participate in sewing related activities. So, you might not care about this at all. But where did I order this from? Many Sparrows, I believe. So I ordered this was pre-order fabric from Many Sparrows. It came with some freebie clips, which I love these things, so stoked about that. And I purchased this order with the intent of making myself and my friend a cute little crossbody bag. I am a lover of the plaids, so I got this green plaid. I also got a yellow plaid. This one is regular cotton, cotton woven fabric. This is cotton lycra, so it's stretchy. And then I got the green again, but this is a canvas material, so it's quite thick. So I got those ones, and then we're gonna get into the prints. This pleases me so much. I love the plaid, but then the flowers in it as well. Oh, I love it. So I don't think that this is a directional fabric. So there's that one. And then I also got this one, which is beautiful. And then these last two were quite literally the whole reason for the order. Let me move these a bit. So I just love mushrooms and books, and this is like a mushroom slash apothecary jar bookshelf, and it's just phenomenal. I love this so much. So I only ordered 1 yard of this, and I severely regret doing so because I want so much more of it. So this might be a fabric that I hoard. The whole purpose of the order, though, was this fabric, which is like books and plants. And this was the fabric that I purchased to make bags with. And I love it. It's so pretty because, you know, we all know I'm a book lover. I talk about books all the time on my channel. So, like, why not have a book-related purse? Like, right? That just makes sense. And so I am going to be making, and I'm not going to remember the company name for this either because this is the first pattern that I've purchased from them, but I'm going to be making, I think it's a MAV, M-A-V crossbody bag with this fabric. I'm going to be attempting to make 2 of them because I'm making one for me and one for my friend. And I'm so excited. I know one of the things on my to-do list for today, it's July 22nd, is to actually print out this pattern. And I do need to go into my garage, into my fabric stash, and actually, I need to actually go get some test fabric so that I can, you know, not ruin all of this very expensive custom fabric that I've ordered. So I will be trying with every effort of my being to actually do that today, since that's a selfish thing. That's solely for me and my friend. So I guess it's not that selfish. But if I do print and cut that pattern out, I will have a sewing mark off for today, because I have decided as of June, I believe, that while I have this titled as a sewing hobby, I will mark it off if I do anything that relates to sewing that would get me closer to actually sewing. So if I'm maybe maintaining my sewing machines, cutting out patterns, cutting out fabric, pinning fabric, like basically any type of sewing prep that I might be doing, I will mark this hobby off as well. Because sewing takes a lot of time, and it's often not something that I can do in one day unless I spend the whole day on it. So I decided, you know, that's why I decided to do that. So I don't know. Let me know if you sew in the comments. I got way off topic. We're like 8 minutes in and I've literally only made 2 marks in my journal. So, but let me know if you want to hear more about my project. I can include it in a later journaling vlog. Some of the updates of things that I've gotten done, maybe share it in a journaling vlog once it's finally finished. Yeah, just let me know down in the comments. So I filled that in for yesterday, which I only did 2 things yesterday. Yes, I only did 2 things yesterday. Today so far, I take my Lantis at night, so I've not done that. I have not started a new book, but I do have that on my list of something that I want to do today, pick a new book to read. But since I'm doing a live voiceover, I obviously can't be reading while I'm doing a live voiceover. And I do want to upload a video today, so hopefully I'll have some stuff marked from this day as well. If I don't end up filling these in, just backfilling basically my Lantis and my reading, I might just write like, just do like some bubble letters right there. I think that could look really cute too. Okay, so July calendar. There's quite a few empty spaces on here. So let's see. Yesterday I did nothing but play Animal Crossing. I am going to see if I've got any just kind of black and white Animal Crossing stickers. Let's see. I think I've got literally all of the Animal Crossing stickers that the Coffee Monsters co-released. So, oh, I do. Okay. So I think I'm going to do this little guy with the Nook Miles ticket. I'm going to do the big one too. Might as well, you know, might as well. So we will place him right in the middle of here. And I think I may have chatted about my calendar at the beginning of the month, maybe in a previous journaling blog, but I decided that for this month, I'm just going to place a single sticker on each day. And that's kind of where we are. The 17th was, I spent almost the whole 17th taking care of my husband. I don't think I have any kind of like medical stickers at all. What did I put for Sunday? Oh, I didn't put anything for Sunday either. Sunday we spent the whole day at urgent care. Well, like 4 hours of the day, which is basically the whole day. My husband hurt his back at work. So that's basically how my time off has been going so far. I've just been taking care of him. Well, there's the wounded one. Let me take that out. So I've got the little wounded guy. There's a plus sign. And then I'm going to put the wounded guy right here. So there's those. I will figure out how to put those back later. The 10th and the 11th. I don't think I even added anything into my weeklies on those days. Nope. I have no idea what happened. I do have Happy Mail noted here. So new notebook from Atlas Stationers. I even went back through, I think last night I was looking at this. I went back through and I looked through my phone photos on these 2 days and just nothing. I have nothing. I have no idea what happened those 2 days. And this is why I do this because I can't remember for the life of me like things that happened. So I did get Happy Mail on Friday. So maybe I'll just put a Happy Mail sticker since that's the only thing that I have noted. I really want to do some baking. I also want to start a recipe journal, as if I don't have enough journals already. But I really want to start a recipe journal and start documenting like the random, I can use one of these freebies actually. All of the random like recipes that I really, really like. Because we've got a few that are just kind of like made up, if that makes sense. And I would really like to document them somewhere. I'm also going to use a pen and just check that off because I got it. Got the Happy Mail. Okay. And then I think for this day, we'll probably just use a no time to write sticker. Sounds good to me. I don't know what happened this day. Let's assume I was busy, I guess. That's not really centered, but it's okay. What was I saying? Oh, I want to start a recipe journal. Like I'm just so excited at the idea of having a recipe journal. And like, I don't know. I just really want one. And like I've got a lot of journals. If you watched my mid-year like journal check-in, I got quite a few comments from people asking me like how I handled so many journals. And like to be honest, like I'm not touching all of my journals every day just regardless. So it's not like super difficult just because like I said, I'm not touching everything every day. I'm going to use the brown one, even though I mentioned that I didn't really want too much color to be in it, but I do have like this brown sticky up here and there's a bunch of brown on the page. So I'm going to put a big list emoji for today. Emoti. Sorry, Helen from the Coffee Monsters Co. I'm going to put a list emoji for today because I have a massive to-do list. And I don't know. It's been something that I've wanted to start. I'm going back and forth. I'm so sorry, everyone. Hopefully I'm making sense. But I've been wanting to start like a recipe journal for a while. Almost 2 years at this point, I think. And I think that that's probably another reason why I somehow manage to manage all of my journals, because I will think and dwell on starting a new journal for a ridiculous amount of time. Like, such a ridiculous amount of time. And yeah, I think I might finally have to do it. I just don't know what journal to use and stuff like that. I also want to create a journal to put all of my mother-in-law's recipes in as well, separate from my own journal, because she's got some amazing recipes. All right, so I think we're good on that. Got most of this stuff filled in, so love that for me. I don't think that there's anything in my weeklies that I'm going to want to try to back journal. I think I've done decently with the exception of these 2 days, because I don't know what happened those 2 days. But for the most part, this is the current week. I just set this up, I don't know, like 10 minutes ago. 30 minutes ago, because we've been recording for 21 minutes. So this is this week. So we can flip back to the daily pages and kind of see if there's any options for here. So this was my July cover. I never did anything for June 30th, and I'm probably just going to leave that one as is, because it's a new month. We're not doing old months. I didn't put anything on the 1st or the 2nd or the 3rd. I journaled on the 4th. The 11th, I played Animal Crossing. I drew my character in here. And I had just gotten access to the airport, and one of the things that the dude said, Orville? Is that his name? I don't know. He said, don't dodo anything that I wouldn't dodo, and I thought it was so funny. And I forgot all about it, so drew that. So 12th is blank as well. Where are we at? I'm not supposed to be flipping through my journal. I'm supposed to be figuring out what pages are blank. So 1, 2, 3, and 12. 13th is good. The 14th, I've got some sketches down here in pencil that I want to outline, so we can do that today. More Animal Crossing. I didn't do the 17th either, which was Thursday, so this is the day that my husband was like literally unable to get out of bed. And then Saturday and Sunday and yesterday. So there's a lot of blank pages in here. These are going to go between these 2 pages, I believe, which is why I have them stuck in here. So I would like to, I'm probably going to flip back and forth throughout these, and it's probably going to be very, very chaotic. We're already at 26 minutes in, because I'm just chatterboxing like nobody's business. But I'm probably, I'm probably just going to flip chaotically back and forth between the pages. I do want to use one of these pages to make a list of things that I can do on blank journal pages. So I think I'm going to do that. Actually, you know what? Let me get a sticky note and write these things down, because I will forget what I want to do with these pages. Do I have a sticky note? Couple things. I don't have a sticky note, but I've got a piece of paper. I found this while I was looking. My daughter is very much expressive with her feelings, which I love. So I had told her the other day to like clean up her room and get ready for bed, just like, you know, like any parent would. And she brought this over to me like this and handed it to me, right? And I look at it, and this is the image that she drew me. She said that this was her crying. And this little circle right here is her broken heart, because I told her that it was time to get ready for bed. And I kept it. I would love to put this in this journal, but this paper that she put it on is literally so thick. So I'm probably going to have to stick it in a different journal, because I'm 1,000% keeping this. I wish I could remember what date she gave it to me so I could put like a date stamp on it. But I love that she feels comfortable enough with sharing how she's feeling that she will draw these little things depending on like her mood. If she's happy, she'll just draw like little heart eyes and like hearts all over and stuff. But when she's not happy about something that I ask her to do, she draws me like these little images, and it's just so funny. And I love it so much. And I desperately need to show her these when she's old enough to like actually like reflect on it. Maybe not reflect on it because she's still pretty young, but like to look back and like appreciate it. Like, oh, I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna make a list. I want to do on one of these pages things to do. So things to do on your blank journal pages, a list of my current favorite foods. I think this one's gonna be a maybe. Plan my, you know what I do want to do? I want to do a sticker and stamp journaling page. And then I don't know if I want to do non-journaling things on these ones. So I might leave these ones as is for right now. So that gives us 4 things to do here. And to be quite honest, I will probably put these things also on my list of things to do with your blank journal pages. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw these in. So I had not much to say on Monday the 14th. So I talked about how basically nothing really happened, the books that I was reading down here, and that I wanted to practice drawing inks and potion bottles because those are like some of my favorite things to draw. So let me zoom you in a little bit because we are going to actually draw in these potion bottles. So I'm going to use my hard tip Tombow. You can see hopefully on screen that I have sketched these out. I didn't sketch any of the ink bottles up here out. I just kind of like did those willy-nilly. I also added this little plus sign around and kind of obsessed with it. So that's probably something that we'll be seeing more throughout my journaling. I put it on this page too, along with a bunch of tears. So yeah, these potion bottle designs were potion bottles that I drew in my October bullet journal setup last year for 2024. And I'm obsessed with them. I love them so much. And I wanted to draw them again. And to be quite honest, I think I want to make a potion bottle stamp set. Let me know down in the comments if that's something you'd be interested in. Because I love potion bottles. I think they're so fun. Okay. So I will stop talking and actually draw this. I already submitted samples for my October stamp set, and now it's July 22nd. I deeply feel like now I need to do a potion bottle stamp set. I need y'all to decide in the comments for me if this is something that you would like to see from me. I mean, truthfully, 90% of the stamp sets that I design are stamp sets that are for me. At least until I start getting more requests from people. If y'all want to see something, let me know. This is a little moon potion bottle. Hopefully that's noticeable. I love it. I especially like the ones that have like the wax melt tops. I love these. Let me know what your favorite potion bottle is. Okay, so let's do things to do on your blank journal pages. So I'm going to do some big letters up at the top, and then I'm going to think of maybe 5 different things that you can use, that you can do with blank journal pages. And this will hopefully be a good reference point for my friends here, for you, my friends. And also I'll be able to reference back to it as well, because am still trying to work past not having every single page in my journal filled. So that's a struggle for me, which is why I like bullet journaling. But bullet journaling is not the same thing as daily journaling. Okay, I actually really like it. Shockingly enough, even though I was just complaining about it, but that looks so cute. Okay, so this is basically just going to be like a giant list of things, I think. I'm going to add a couple of those little sparkles that I just did on that other page because I like them so much. All right, so number 1. I'm going to color this in with this green color that I have on my desk already. Number 1. Also, blank. So the first thing I think would be a really good thing to do on a blank page, which I'm going to do today, is make a list of my current favorite foods. So make a list of a current favorite thing. Love that. And then how do I want to do the numbers? We're gonna move right along to over here. For number 2, I'm going to say a swatch page, which I have done already this month. For inks, but you don't have to do that for only inks. So swatch. So you can swatch inks, you can swatch stamps, washi, I don't really think stickers is going to be a good, so ink, stamps, washi, pens. I like that. So let's color in the 2 here. I honestly feel like I'm not doing this big enough. I don't know. This is my least favorite letter to draw, a 3. Or letter. This is my least favorite number to draw, a 3. So there's that. So for 3, I'm going to say a planning page. These are fairly close together, so planning out an upcoming project or writing out ideas for a project. I'm also going to put doodle your project ideas. I think it's super helpful to see stuff like that written out. This one, I mean, I think that a lot of people could use it. So like even if you're not doing like content creation or anything like that, you could use it to plan out like your next bullet journal setup. I know I've got some notebooks that I've used for stuff like that, like testing out colors, fonts, just kind of trying to gather what all is going to be in my setup. So like that's not specific to, it's not going to be specific to a content creator, if you will. I am also going to put, this one is primarily going to be specific to me, product ideas, so that I've got that as well. That one, again, is specific to me because I make stamps. So let's see, we've got current favorite things, swatch pages, planning pages. I'm also going to say sticker or stamp journaling. And I'm going to script this out again, like I did for the swatch, just so that's not the only place that that's at. And this one is just going to basically be like, what's the best way for me to explain this? It's, most of you probably already even know what I'm going to say before I say it, but like just taking stickers or stamps and stuff that you just want to play with, but you don't necessarily have a purpose for them. So you can then just take them and put them on a page with no rhyme or reason, you know, just getting them on the page. And then I'm going to do one more. I just got to think of it. So we've got 5. So for this one, I am going to write, have a friend journal. And I just love the idea of having other people's handwriting, other people's thoughts, other people's anything, especially those people that you care about. I just love the idea of having that in something, especially like a journal. So if you've got a blank page and a close friend who's willing to like draw or write you a letter, draw you a picture, just anything like that, I think that that is such a good way to fill a page. And I have a friend that I would like to do that in here. And I've been meaning to ask her if she could do that for me. So the next time that I see her, because I usually have my journal with me, I'm going to try and remember to do that. So that's cool. 1 page done, filled up, filled with a list. So this one says current list of a favorite thing, but it could just be like a list in general, right? It doesn't have to be a favorite thing. So I love the way that this looks. Let me know your thoughts. Would you do any of these things to fill in a blank page of your journal? Let me know down in the comments. I don't know what I want to do. Okay, we're back journaling. But I think that I am going to take a break and maybe do some of the chores that I have on my list, because I have been recording for what like feels like 2 or 3 hours already. I don't even know. So I'm going to let my camera cool down and I'm going to take a break. You'll see me again in literally like a second. And then I will have hopefully decided what I want to do next. All right, cool. I'm back. I have done quite literally so much. So I made myself a matcha, and I took like a little video of my favorite part of the matcha making process, and I'm gonna like pop it up here somewhere so you can see it as well. But yeah, so my camera was overheating like we chatted about earlier. So I went ahead and I stopped recording and decided I was going to do a couple of the chores that I had on my to-do list, right? Chat. We're chatting now, I guess. And so the main chore that I had on my to-do list was to clean the counters off. And that ended up segueing me into organizing like 75% of the pantry. I'm not mad about it, because I did still get all of the counters 100% clean. I also swept the kitchen, I basically did so much in the kitchen, and then also edited and started the upload process of the weekly plan with me that I filmed right before I started filming this video. So, and I don't know that I even mentioned it in this video or what, but essentially, basically trying to get as many videos filmed as possible. So this was my to-do list for today. So I wanted to film a weekly setup to upload today. I wanted to film my July members only video and then a back journaling journal vlog, probably with a couple of other things in this video as well. So I did load the dishwasher and unload the dishwasher. I did clear the counters. I did start a book while I was editing. So I've marked off a few things, right? I've marked off a few things. I'm also going to mark film as started because technically I've got 5 videos on here. But I have the shop update video under shop update prep. So we'll probably be doing that a little bit later on today. So I feel like I've done a crazy amount of things already so far. And I felt that I deserved a matcha. So I made myself a matcha. Yay. It's so good. I love it so much. Okay. So we finished this. Oh, I wrote on my paper down here at the bottom. Let's see. Before we get back into back journaling, I think I've pulled these out several times today. These are the images that I submitted to potentially make washi tape out of. And this is a sneak peek at some of the stamp sets that I ordered samples for as well. So I am pretty obsessed with these. I wanted to try and make sure I didn't try because I did it, but I wanted to make sure that like the repeat I had lined up correctly. So this is like it's like 3 of each, I believe. And I wanted to see how it would print on my at-home printer because I did use the CMYK colors. So not that there's much color on here at all, but it's like a brown gray color in the background. So I just wanted to see how that would print. I don't know how that's going to translate to washi tape. So I'm pretty excited to see, but these are like just at-home prints of the washi tape that I submitted that I wanted to use later in the month when we get to these 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, because I fully designed them on Saturday because I hyper fixated on it, and then I submitted the order on Sunday. So I wanted to put these on here, these 2 pages. I don't know that we're going to get into these 2 today. I think I talked about that already. Because I think I'm going to want to do some actual journaling about how I finally did this thing that's been on my like want to do list for like a year and a half now. So I don't know that we'll get into these 2 pages today, but I also at some point in this video think that I'm going to swatch these 2 inks. I received both of these as a birthday present. So I have Sinner's Blood from Robert Oster, and then Diamine Weeping Willow, which is, I believe, a green ink, but this box continues to just fully throw me off thinking it's going to be a purple ink, but it's not. I know it's green. So yeah. I want to sample these. I want to swatch them out in my swatch book at some point today. So I will probably include that in this video as well. This is going to be I just know already that this is going to be a really long video. So hopefully you've got the time to sit and kind of journal with me today. So let's see, what are we going to do next? I want to make a list of my current favorite foods, but I don't know where I want to do it at. I also want to do members only plan. Maybe I'll do my members only plan on July 1st And then I can do my stamp and sticker journaling, or just sticker journaling, just depending on what I end up doing. Maybe I can do that on the 3rd. And then on, I think it was the 17th or the 12th, I can make a list of all of my current favorite foods. And then I think we're good up until, oh, the 17th. Yeah, so, okay, wait. I'm confusing myself. Oh no, I was going to journal for real on this page too, because this is the day that my husband couldn't move. Yeah, I left that blank on. Okay, I forgot about that and confused myself. Woo, okay. So let's start with the 1st. I don't know that this is actually going to help me much, placing that on the back there, but hopefully it does. So I'm going to grab my hard tip pen, and I'm going to, essentially, I'm just going to make a big title that says one little word, because my members only video for July is going to be a one little word catch-up video. And I want to do 3 specific pages to add to my one little word album for 2025. So I'm going to do a one little word title, and then I will doodle out the page ideas that I want to do. And then I will just maybe write a little bit about each page. So that's going to be my title. One little word, catch up, members only, 1. So essentially, my plan is the first page that I want to do is going to be a page that actually is from, I think, one of the online class, like prompts, I guess, is what, I don't know. I don't know if that's what they call them. But a vision board, essentially, to represent my word. So I did print out some pictures, and I'm going to make like a mini vision board page that would represent my one little word for this year, which is my word of the year, which is the word calm, if you did not already know that. So I do want to do like a vision board page. So let's see. I am going to just draw like a random rectangle. And essentially it's just going to be a bunch of pictures of things that might make me feel calm. Yeah. So I don't know that that really looks like a vision board, but I am going to say vision board. And then for the next one that I want to do, I'm going to draw another rectangle over here. And then this one is going to be a little bit more difficult to draw, I think. Let me just draw my third. Page. So I actually have like keep calm. So let me I just stopped talking. Apologies. So the first two, the first one and the third one actually are going to be fairly easy for me to do because it's just going to be me pasting down pictures, basically. So we're skipping project 2 or page 2, and I'll just talk about the third one. So I want to do a vision board for the first page, and then the third page, I actually went through my hobonichi, and I just took a picture of all of the pages that I really, really liked, that just made me feel really happy. Because I wanted to make a page dedicated to how I have been doing more journaling this year. and like actually quite succeeding at it compared to years past where I fall off and just basically stop doing it and like within a month. And I have found that with the journaling that I have been doing all year, and even just being in my journal, just doing random pages like this, like just expressing creativity, even if I'm not actually journaling about something, does make me feel like more baseline calm. So I took 10 pictures of all of my favorite pages so far, and I'm going to just kind of stagger them on top of each other. And then, does anybody remember when like the keep calm and carry on was like a huge thing, like way back when? That just randomly popped into my head the other day, and that's basically where I got this idea, because the word calm is my word of the year. So I wanted to make a page that said keep calm and journal on, and then just have a picture of a bunch of my favorite journaling pages to kind of reflect like looking like this. I don't even know if you can really see that, but essentially something like that. Now, the next thing I want to do is watercolor. So this one is going to be the most time intensive of the projects that I want to do, essentially. And essentially what I'm going to do, and it's not going to be super reflective in this doodle, right? Because it's too small for me to put stencils in, essentially. But I purchased quite a large amount, like a stencil set from Amazon a while back. And what I want to do is get some watercolor paper, and I want to stencil out the word calm in all of these different fonts, and then use my bubble letters in the middle. And I want to watercolor the big calm in the middle with some like fun colors, but then I want to do all of the other stenciled letters in like a very neutral, like calming, like taupe brown grayish color, because I just really love that color. It does make me feel calm. So the reason I want to do this, because it's basically just going to be the same word over and over and over again, and then I'm going to watercolor paint it, is because painting is one of the things that I do feel calm when I do. So essentially what I have decided would be a good thing to do for this album is, well, not only do I have like reflections and stuff like that, which none of these things are actually like reflection, but I like collaging things. So a vision board is a collage, essentially. I just really, really enjoy it. I really, really enjoy watercolor painting, and I really enjoy just doing like random pages, like scrapbooky type pages. And while I think the Allie Edwards purpose of the project is to do like reflection, words, and stuff like that, I feel like if I'm doing things that make me feel calm, like the hobbies and stuff that make me feel calm, if I'm doing that to make a page in my journal, as the watercolor page is a perfect example, that is me connecting with my word again for the year. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. But that's essentially where I'm coming from doing it this way, because I feel like with the way that the year has gone so far, I just haven't wanted to do that much thinking, but I do want to feel calm. And I want to continue to practice ways that make me feel calm and all this and all that. But I don't want to necessarily full on have like a in-depth, like mental conversation with myself, trying to figure out like what things I did that month that make me feel calm or whatever. I mean, I don't know if that's what they're talking about doing, because I've not been watching the actual videos. right? So I could just be making an assumption that's completely inaccurate. But you know, that's where I'm getting at. Like I want to do acts and projects that make me feel calm, and I want to do those as something to put in my album. I hope that makes sense. So this one I'm going to call Watercolor Calm. And then this one is, I'm just going to call it Keep Calm and Journal On. So the next thing that I will do for this page is I'm going to color these in. I mean, it's going to match pretty much exactly to the page next to it, which I'm not mad about. I like that. So that's fine with me. This is going to be such a long video. And since I'm doing most of my talking while I'm actually recording, I'm not sure how much of the video I'll actually be able to fast forward to shorten it. So hopefully everybody's excited for a very, very long video of journaling with me. I'm also going to add a little shadow just to add a little bit more of this color to this page. Okay. So I'm going to stop talking and actually fast forward myself a little bit, and I'm just going to write under each of these sections just like some little points of things that I'm looking for when I actually complete these. So that's pretty much all I'm doing for that page too. My one little word, members only, catch-up video plans, things to do to fill a blank journal. This one is going to be sticker journaling, but I don't have any stickers pulled out. And then the 12th, I'm going to, at the very least, letter out the title for the 12th, and then I might go and look and see if I can find some stickers. I still don't know that I like this, but whatever. I completely just destroyed and ruined this one. Like, I was so crooked, which I can get by sometimes. I messed my M up, and then I spelled the word favorite wrong. So I just decided to start over. And that's pretty much where we're at right now. Is my tape not in here? I guess I'll use this one. So yeah. So I am going to tape this down over top the other title because I hated it. I feel like I say all the time, at least today I have been, I don't know if I'm doing this all the time in any of my other videos. I kind of hope not, because it seems pretty negative. But like, I feel like today I have just been like, oh, cool, I hate that. A lot. Like, I did it a few times in my my weekly video that I just filmed, and I feel like I've done it a few times in this one as well. But yeah, so a lot of the times when I don't like something that I've done, I can just whatever and move on. That I could not, though. So I don't know, kind of fixed it. And right now, I don't even know what my current favorite foods are. I'm gonna do a 1, 2, and a 3. And honestly, I might just leave it at that and just fill this in once I figure out 1, 2, 3, 4 what my current favorite foods are. I'm honestly not even sure what made me want to make a list of my favorite foods. Couldn't tell you, but now I'm going to have a list of my current favorite foods. I hyperfixate on food too. Maybe that's why. Maybe that's what I was thinking about. Because I will obsess over certain foods and then just one day completely forget that they exist. So it is kind of nice to be able to have a list of my current favorite foods as of July. So there we go. Okay, so that one is done for now. And I just need to figure out what I want to do for this one. Let's see. Let me move this back a little bit. I think most of the time you all see, like, at least lately, these sticker binders that I got from Amazon. But before I got those, I had these ones, which I was keeping like these fuller sized sheet of stickers in. So I'm going to like flip through here and see if there's anything I really like. And I might do something with this one. This is the fashion designer sticker sheet from Isabova. And I do want to try and sew this month. So that might be a really good, like, way to make me feel inspired for it. So I'm not going to want to use all of these, right? Because this one specifically, where she's actually sewing, when I actually sit down and sew this handbag, I'm probably going to want to use that sticker. So I'm going to avoid using that one. And let's kind of start with the background. These blush ones don't actually really match this as well, and I did find these ones, so I'm going to use these. And then probably this one right here. I wonder if I can combine these together. I'm going to cut off the white border on this one because I'm going to place these side by side. As close to the middle of the page as possible, but I'm not going to stress about it. I'm going to place it as close to the middle as possible. And then I will set this right next to it. Right there. And then I'm going to use, I think, this girl up here. I'm going to overlap her between both of these florals. Didn't I have, oh, here it is. I think I want to use this bow. This is a clear sticker though, so I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful with this one for wherever I place it. And I'll use a bunch of these little hearts on the sticker sheet as well. And I will probably also come in here on this one and just add some of my own little little plus signs and dots and stuff like that too. There's little acorns on here too, and they're so cute, but definitely don't match the vibe. I also have these kind of little, ooh, I ripped it. Not greenery pieces, but just like little, do I like these? I don't know that I like that. I don't think I'm gonna use it. I almost wish these little dots were stickers. They're not, but I almost wish they were, because I would use that. So then I'm going to come in here. That's not the right pen. I'm going to come in here with my Furunosuke brush pen. And I'm going to do those little like plus signs or X's that I think I talked about in the beginning of this video. And just some little circles. I think the only other thing that I want to put on here, normally with sticker journaling, I wouldn't like do any journaling. I would just do the stickers and that would be it. But I think that I am going to just write one sentence to manifest that I will actually make this handbag this month. And maybe I will write that on here, like I'm going to make a handbag this month or something like that. Is that all the pages that we needed to do? So we've got the first filled in, the second filled in, the third. I actually really like this. I probably should have wrote that with my regular pen. I think this might be a little bit thick, but it's already done now, so whatever. And then the 12th is set up. We've refilled this in. And then I just need to do journaling for the next couple of pages that are available. So the 17th, and then Saturday and Sunday, and yesterday. And I'm not going to do that in this video because we're already at, I think, over 2 hours of footage. And I still want to swatch these inks really quickly. Okay, a couple things. I just realized that I have not done a currently inked for July yet, so I do want to do that. I'm not going to do that in this video, but I forgot all about that. Let's see. Here is where we are in this little journal. It is downpouring outside, and I honestly kind of hope that you can hear it. I love the sound of rain. Let me know down in the comments if you also love the sound of rain. Several months ago, I bought these really pretty, like, glasses to use in my videos for whenever I'm doing, like, ink swatching and stuff. And I don't think that I have once used them in my videos because, like, they've just immediately become some of my favorite drinking glasses. They're so pretty, though. I love them. Okay. So, let's see, who are we going to start with? I don't actually have a red ink. This is the first red ink I've ever had. So, I'm kind of excited for this. I think I said already that, like, red isn't really, like, a color that I vibe with too much. At least traditional true red is not. So I don't tend to gravitate towards many red things. But I was kind of excited for this one. my friend had asked me for some ink choices for my birthday, and I chose this one because I didn't think it was going to be an ink that I would buy for myself, because I don't gravitate towards red, and I didn't actually have a red. So if I ever needed it, I would have one. I love to sprinkle some of the leftover ink throughout the page as well, just because it always looks like ink splatter to me, and I like that. So, oh, I got ink everywhere. Oh my gosh, crap. Okay, let me not rub that in anymore. I don't know why I shut that. I still need it. Okay, so this is Robert Oster Sinner's blood. I really, really like this. It's like, it's such a deep red, but it's not purpley, so I wouldn't call it like maroon. I love that. Let me know what you think down in the comments. This is such a pretty red. Oh, I'm pleased. I'm pleased with that. Okay. And then the next one is Weeping Willow from Diamine. Diamine. Let me know which one's correct in the comments if you know. I'm not sure how to like characterize this. I thought this was green, but it looks really, really brown. So let's write with it and see what happens. I like it. It's a really pretty ink, but for some reason I really thought it was going to be green. I don't know. This is so interesting. Let me know of the two of these, which one you prefer. All right, so the last thing that's probably going to happen in this video, my daughter recently at the end of one of my videos crawled up on my desk and asked me to record her doing a little journal entry of her own. And I know I've had people in the past ask me about my children journaling and stuff like that. So I wanted to share it. So I will pop that into the very end of this video if that's something you're interested in seeing. It'll be kind of like a, maybe like an after the credits type of situation. So that'll be in this video too, a little bit later on. And I definitely need to like tidy my desk up. So I might leave that in here too. But yeah, for the purpose of me talking, that's pretty much it. That's all I'm going to do today. I would love to know your thoughts on everything down in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!
Hi guys, today we're gonna have a beautiful day, and now we're gonna have a So we're gonna do with this pen. So do you know? Watch. See, it looks pretty, right? And
There you go.
Now
Move
it's
your book up some right there.
okay. And now let's do some journal. Pictures. That's a scoop back. That's the Moana. What I did for today. Not today. Like this. Yeah. Okay. And now we're gonna write some beautiful pictures for Abuela and my grandma. You. How about like this? Yeah, that's a good one. So I love you. Yeah. So it's I love you. And I'm okay, and now we spelled Abuela. TT. Just kidding. This is not TT. Okay. And now we're almost done, but forget is the heart. We're gonna put some hearts around it all over, like in this page too. I'm just gonna show you. It's this. Do you know this is gonna be Abuela's book? Okay, and now we're gonna put some hearts right there and right all over. Okay, oopsies, I did it. It's okay though. Okay, and now last one. Okay, there we go. And add some stickers. Okay, and now we have this one. Okay, first we have to be gentle. Okay. And now we're gonna right here. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Mommy. Okay, and now we're gonna add this one. Do you like my journal? This is Abuela. See? Okay. And I'm gonna write Abuela. Okay, all done. Bye guys.